Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Prenton Preview. As you can see, we're in a different location this week. We're in my house and not Prenton Park because of COVID restrictions, but we've got a really good show for you coming up.
One this time. McCarrick! Yeah! 1-0 to Tranmere! Oh my word! Barlow! They've got a ball! Colin Jennings, James Norwood! James Norwood has scored it! Reece with the cross, the header, it's in! It's Colin Jennings!
The boys have been on a really good run at the minute. Out of our last 7 games, we've won 6 and drew 1. Let's take a look back behind the scenes to our games against Scunthorpe and Salford. Next up on today's show, we get the opposition view from Rochdale fan Ryan, and you might remember him from earlier on in the season when I spoke to him ahead of our first game against Rochdale. We're joined by Rochdale fan Ryan, who's kindly agreed to come back and chat to me again. So thank you very much, Ryan.
No worries, mate.
So since we last spoke, obviously, you got the win in that game against us there. And how do you think your season's gone since then?
To be honest, it's been up and down really. Obviously due to COVID, we've had quite a few postponements over the Christmas period. Obviously we had Carlisle postponed, Mansfield postponed, and Colchester all postponed, which was a bit of a bummer. Obviously Colchester, I went down.
Oh, did you?
I literally went all the way down, and we had to come all the way back. It was an absolute nightmare, but what can you do? But yeah, it's not been that bad. We've had ups and downs.
Yeah. Are you happy with the way you're playing at the minute, and are you feeling confident looking to Saturday?
I don't really know. We've lost two of our best players. We've lost Beasley and we've lost Morley, both in the last few days. Literally 45 minutes ago, we signed a defender from Portsmouth. I can't remember his name. I think it's like Paul Downing or something. Yeah. But we signed a defender, so we was hoping we need to sign like an attacker to have any chance of winning.
Did you think that's going to be the next bit of business? Are you expecting that in the next?
I hope so. I really hope so. We're also keen on signing O'Keefe, who was on loan for us until a few weeks back.
Yeah.
We're really hopeful on signing him, so we'll see what happens in the next few days.
Looking like towards more like the rest of the season, what would you think your sort of aim is now?
I personally would take a mid-table finish. Looking at how our season's gone at the moment, I would honestly, just as long as we're not down towards the bottom, as long as we're like mid-table, I'll be happy. Yeah,
and obviously, like we're on quite a good run at the minute. I don't know if you've seen, but out of 7, so we've won 6, drew 1.
Yeah.
Are you feeling hopeful for the weekend or?
Not really, no. If we get some signings in, I might feel a bit more hopeful. But like I said, we need a striker really. We need a top class striker to come in.
Yeah, I think as well. Like we've been playing. I think our manager keeps saying we're doing what we need to do to win games or to get results. So it's not always been the most amazing, attractive football, but we have sort of been almost like grinding games out. And I think in this league and in this division, like it's what you've got to do, isn't it? You've sort of got can't always play lovely Real Madrid football or anything like that, but I still think it'll be a good battle.
Yeah, I think it will. I can't wait to come down. It's first time down to Tranmere as well, so.
Is it? It's a good stadium, good atmosphere, and I think you'll. Yeah. If you've never been, I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, can't wait.
Good stuff. You were saying, obviously talking before, do you travel a lot, like to a lot of the away games?
Yeah, I think I've missed 3 or 4. That's all I've missed this season. Obviously, I work on Tuesdays, so obviously Tuesday games I can't really go to.
Yeah,
which is a bit of a bummer, but I've got to all Saturday away games.
Good stuff. So, can I press you for a score prediction if you had to?
Currently, at this time, without any signings, I'm going to go with 3-0 win to you. I'm really not feeling confident. If we get some signings in, I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw.
Yeah, and we've added another striker today, so it'll be interesting to see.
It's Kane Hemmings, isn't it?
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if, obviously, when you pay money for a striker, I think from a division expectation is he's gonna come in start straight away. So hopefully, I am feeling confident. I'll agree with that. Actually, I'll say 3-0. That'll be nice.
Yeah, for you it will. For us it won't. But at least it's not as long a trip as like Colchester or anything. It's literally an hour.
Yeah, exactly. How many games did you actually have postponed? Actually, sorry, because of COVID.
We've had a few, to be honest. We've had, I think, 3. The Colchester one wasn't because of COVID. Apparently, both the players and managers said they don't want to play it. The pitch was unsafe, apparently.
Right, yeah.
But we've had 2 this one because of COVID, which was Bradford. No, not Bradford. Mansfield and Carlisle.
Do you think that sort of, is it hard then when you got them breaks to sort of get a bit of a run together and to sort of get a rhythm? Do you think that's
I think that will really affect the players because obviously they can't get on a run or anything because they're not playing games week in, week out because they get cancelled. So
Yeah, I think we've been quite lucky in that sense, and I think maybe that's what's helped us out quite a lot. With consistently playing, and you can get a bit of a run. So, but yeah, I thank you very much for coming back on.
No worries.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. So you're saying 3-0 to us, which that's great.
I won't be surprised, mate.
All right, mate. Well, thank you very much. Next up, we go inside the campus to see how the boys are preparing for Saturday's game at Prenton Park. Finally, on today's show, we get the pre-match thoughts of Mickey Mellon and Tom Davies from this week's press conference.
They were happy with the way things are going at the minute, as you say. There was a bit of feeling in the change room after the game that it was a good point on Tuesday, but I think we're a group of lads who always strive for more, and it was one of those where you take a point and move on, but you can look back on it with a bit of regret because we felt untroubled for large parts of the game. It's a good battling performance from everyone, and on another day we might have nicked it. So as I say, we do take a point and move on to Saturday, but there's always that feeling of little twinge of that you could have got something more. It's hard to not sound cliche here because I think people do look at the tables, and it's one of those where you come in and you look at the teams right around you and see what results they've had on that given day. But without sounding cheesy, it's one of those things where you just win the next game, and you go into every game thinking. The gaffer said something the other day, and it was like the next game is your cup final, is your biggest game of the season so far, and we've given ourselves a chance, and we can't let that slip now. We're second in the league for a reason. There's no one put us there. We're there because we've got more points than the 22 other teams. So we're going to stay there, and I'm sure that if we keep going the way we're going, that we'll achieve what we want to.
It's a good league position. The results are going your way. What's pleased you most about the recent run and the performances? Is everything just beginning to click into place?
Yeah, it's always. I'm always very cautious because up till now, gone really well. Found a way of scoring goals. Found a way of defending well, which will always give you a chance. We're going to continue to keep trying and improving, and keep trying to find the consistency of doing that. So that's what the challenge is now, is to just keep going with what we're doing and get better at it. And then when you get better at it, the very least you want to do is be consistent at it and don't drop below your standards and your levels. So we'll keep working hard on that, stay tough on ourselves, and just keep facing forward and keep going.
Against Rochdale, it kind of seems a bit similar to the Scunthorpe game. It's a team that you lost 1-0 to when you travelled to their ground, and they're coming to Prenton Park with the team in good form. What do you expect from this weekend's game?
Well, of course, we know that they beat us over at Rochdale in a very tight game early in the season, so they're very capable of doing that. We know that they're a good football team, that they're a possession-based team, but they're coming to Prenton Park, and I know that they'll know. I know the manager very well as well. He's a good guy. I know that they'll know that Prenton Park, my team will have a right good go, like it does at away games, but the next game's at Prenton Park. So we're looking forward to it. It should be a real good game. We are at a stage in over halfway in the season now, so the games are all really important. So it's really spicy and it's quite localish. So no, it's a game that we're looking forward to.
Unfortunately, that is all we've got time for on this week's episode of the Prenton Preview. But I hope you enjoyed it, even though it's been a little bit different. Hopefully we'll be back in Prenton Park next week. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and click join on the memberships for loads more exclusive content, like a podcast every month. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on Saturday. Let's hope for another 3 points.
One this time. McCarrick!